Now, just a minute. This is a press conference. The last thing I want to do is answer a lot of questions.
You force the press into the cold, and all you will get is lies and innuendo.
General, are we involved in germ warfare?
That's a lie.
And nothing is worse for a free society than a press in service to the military.
Yet another video again. Update where I've got 2 tickets that I'm fighting, one for noise complaint, one for no inspection and emission stickers. I'm going to be fighting those out at the Court of Common Pleas and hopefully making a fool of the judicial system and motioning for jury nullification. Another update. I will be making more videos upcoming. And I hope to have a set schedule for making videos very soon. Somewhere in the ballpark of at least twice a week uploading videos, and if I can't do that, make short bursts of videos like I'm doing now. Also, on top of that, I wanted to touch on the Second Amendment and a quick shout out to guns. Here's how it's going to go. There are only one plausible argument in the United States of America. This only applies to the U.S. When it comes to guns, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, if you don't know me, and some people don't, oh, it's not down there. Crap. I have a Black's Law Dictionary. I have my federal Constitution. Between those two things and the Federalist Papers, I have defined what it meant 225 years ago to bear arms. Here it is. The right, first word right, to keep and bear arms. Right is something that is not contingent upon government. It does not require permission, does not require extra money, does not require anything, because it is a right. It is also opposite of wrong. So it is a right. That means you cannot have a background check because that's $15 extra. That makes it a privilege. You cannot require a concealed carry permit because that would make it a privilege. You cannot require registration because that would make it a privilege. You see how important the word right is. Read the Declaration of Independence. Our rights come from God. The Declaration of Independence says that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. And of nature's God, another phrase from the Declaration. The right of the people, what people? Us, to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, the next thing we need to define here is bear. What does bear mean? Bear means to have on or about one's person, in hand or otherwise. Basically, if I bear this bottle, this is bearing. If I put it on my back in a sling, it's bearing. If I put it in a holster, it's bearing. Now, concealed or open, I'm still bearing this proverbial gun. Okay? Arms. What is arms? Arms is anything you can pick up and use for self-defense. That can be anything from a lighter and some WD-40 to a fully automatic Tec-9. And the reason for the Second Amendment was for us, the people, to have equatable arms to government. That way the government would be afraid of us. So the argument, any argument that comes against the Second Amendment or gun law, for gun law, falls flat on its face. Because the law of our country says shall not be infringed. It is a right and it shall not be infringed. There's no wiggle room there, people. It is a right. It is your birthright as an American to own a gun. Do you understand? And I'm sorry I'm being a little callous, but you have a right to own a gun. You don't have to own a gun, but you have a right to. You also have a right to bear that gun out in public if you so choose. You have a right to hold it in your hand. Nobody's going to do that because people would freak the hell out, but you do have that right. Our mentality has changed. Our mental state has changed. That's what has changed. The gun's not the problem. It's the people. Namely, the politicians and the governments of this world. They're the ones that are pulling the strings. They're the ones that should take the blame. It's not the corporations. They're just part of the system too, but you see, I'm getting sidetracked. Second Amendment. The reason that's so important is because without that, without the Second Amendment, America falls. It's that simple, folks. It's just that simple. If America falls, the world falls. You're distracted by TV, think save the cheerleader, save the world? No. It's far worse than that. We lose our Second Amendment, America, the world falls. Lose the gun, lose the world. Simple enough. Share this video, make it go viral. Everybody needs to hear this. This is the truth. These are the facts. If you don't like it, there's a different country waiting for you. Go somewhere. This is Hawk0i007 on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Minds. Wishing you a good day.